Welcome to All Thoughts Racing PlayStation. Welcome back to Indianapolis, the road course. This is, of course, round 8 of the summer 2022 season. We are again with the Nissan 300CX Turbo IMSA GTS. A very interesting car, but quite difficult to control. So this race has been shortened from 14 to 10 laps after race 1. So we have a slightly reduced distance for the old folks not to be so annoyed, especially with tire wear after lap 10. So we have race 2 with this amazing car. Look at that. Darren Head on pole position, followed by Caval on second row. It's Dale Taylor and Peter Adrian third row, Diogo Silva and Samina on fourth row, Jorge Jesus and Jumbo, followed by Scott Lively and Rob Holden. On row 5, row 6 is John Scott and David Emgate. They are again with the same livery there again at the start finish line of Indianapolis, and the way they go, and someone has gone into the wall already. That seems to me it was Caval, and I'm not entirely sure who that was, but that was in on the front row, so it must have been Caval. Look at this, Darren Head is going to go into the lead of the race, followed by Caval. Look at this 5 wide there at the back, and someone has cut the corner, and that was Diogo Silva, I believe. Oh, and someone, Dale Taylor is going into the grass. Dale Taylor, who in race 1 was in the grass quite often, has gone into the grass already. Darren Head continues to lead. Dale Taylor continues to be in second place. John Scott has fallen back. Oh, and so did Cavallan. So Cavallan was definitely one of the drivers that was there on the grass. Let's look at the replay here from Simon Allen's perspective. He is in 6th place. Cavallan indeed goes into the wall but recovers to second place. Simon Allen, good start there. He's already up to 4th and he's trying to go for 2nd. Oh, is he going to miss the braking point? Yes, is the answer. Oh, and Simon Allen just, well, recovers quite nicely into almost the same position as he was. In fact, he only lost 1 position from the start. This is from Cavallan's. He hits the wall. Cavallan's point of view, he hits the wall. Maintains 2nd place. Now he's behind there, and look at Darren's start. He's already gone into another postcode. Now Cavallan is going to break into turn 1, and so far so good. But now I believe he's gonna miss the apex, and he's gonna go, oh, and then he spins into the infield, and now pretty much the entire field is going through. Diogo Silva in 5th place, not the greatest qualifying. He loses the position. There is Simon Allen going through, and also Jorge Jesus. So a bad start for Diogo Silva. He was trying to recover a little bit, but ends up, there's contact there, various contacts with Peter Adrian being in the middle of it, and now he's going ahead of Simon Allen as well, and he's going to go ahead of Cavallan. So Diogo Silva from 7th place a few meters after the start. Oh, and he's going to go, that was nice, into the inside here, almost getting through Jorge Jesus. Up into 4th place. He was 7th a few meters after the start, and now in 4th place. Darren Head continues to lead from Dale Taylor, Jorge Jesus, Diogo Silva. Peter Adrian has recovered to 5th, followed by Simon Allen. Jumbo, oh, and Jorge Jesus is in the grass now, and Diogo Silva thought about a move but didn't really have the space to execute it. We are still in lap 1. This is Simon Allen. Simon Allen in 6th place. Just 1 spot down from where he started, even after cutting and spinning into turn 1. We are almost at the end of the first lap here at Indy. Look, this is a tricky car to control here. You can use the curbs at your own risk. The thing you have to make sure is not too much corner into speed, and then nicely into the exit, and especially no sudden acceleration. And look at this Peter Adrian, nice exit there from the last corner. Jumbo is up into 7th place. Now who has lost time? It was Cavalli, so that is in 12th. John Scott has lost a couple of positions as well. Rob Holden is in 9th. This is Scott Davely in 8th. 7th is Jumbo. Oh, and look at this, Jumbo and Simon Allen are very close to one another. Jumbo was thinking about making a move, didn't really quite work, as if you try to outbrake another car, most likely you lose control of the car. So let's see how that battle develops there between Joe and Simon Allen. I'm enjoying seeing that. And so far, no major dramas, but drama here at Indianapolis is just around the corner from the current corner, and Rob Holden knows that, and he knows he's got the ability to recover. Peter Adrian has missed the breaking point there in 5th place and loses it. Is he going to lose a position? No. Oh, he did lose a position. Oh, and Peter Adrian and gets hit there. And I think Peter was just trying to recover and may have been hit by another driver. Oh, someone. Jumbo is. Oh, is this the replay? It must be the replay. Yes, that's Peter Adrian missing the breaking point. Now he's going to get across. Ooh, and Simon Allen really didn't have a lot of places to go there. As Peter was coming back into the racing line, but Simon was coming with more momentum. He did brake to avoid contact, but couldn't. And and then Jumbo just hit Peter Adrian, nowhere to go. And I think this is just a succession. Oh, and Rob Oldham spins in sympathy as well. Let's look at the replay from Rob's perspective. I don't think he had contact with anyone. Did he just spin on his own? Or... Oh, he did. Oh no, he had some help there from Peter, I believe. Or Scott, or is that Scott Davely as well stuck? Oh, it is Scott Davely stuck as well. So pretty much everyone has. Oh dear, this was a multi-car incident, just triggered initially by Peter leaving the track and then Simon Allen not avoiding contact with him. But to be fair, Simon really had a lot more momentum. So I'll just classify that as a racing incident here in OFR Racing PlayStation. Unfortunately, it did affect pretty much almost half the field there with Peter Adrian, Scott Davely, Rob Oldham and Simon Allen. And Joe Silva is almost lost it. He is putting pressure on Jorge Jesus, and what pressure it is. Absolutely mighty pressure there by the Portuguese driver on the other Portuguese driver on this field, battling for 3rd and 4th into the chicane. And it seems to me that Diogo has more momentum now coming out of there, and he could go for a move. He's going to go on the outside, which is possible, but not ideal, as Jorge has the inside line after the back straight and continues to be ahead. But this is quite a good battle here for 3rd place. Now, we haven't really seen what happened there, but Kev Allen from last is now in 7th place. He did benefit from pretty much avoiding that accident that involved multiple cars. So did John Scott, who is up into 8th, and then David Emge also up into 9th. Peter Adrian is still ahead of these drivers, and so is Simon Allen. So Scott Davely, Jumbo and Rob Oldham were the drivers that lost the most time with that incident, and here they are. This is pretty much all of them. David Emge here at the forefront of this field, and is this a replay or is this real time? And I think Dale Taylor there in 2nd place just zigged when he should have zagged, and now is exploring the Indianapolis grasslands with his Nissan 300ZX and loses another position there to Simon Allen. Simon Allen up into 4th, and Peter Adrian must be not that far behind now. Dale Taylor, disaster in a couple of corners for Dale, moves from 2nd to basically 5th. This promotes Jorge Jesus to 2nd, 2.8 seconds, 3 seconds behind leader Darren Head, and promotes Diogo Silva to a podium position. Simon Allen up into 4th as well. 5th is Dale Taylor, and then is Peter Adrian, and we are seeing Peter's back from Kev Allen's perspective. Kev was qualified very well in 2nd place. Now he's running wide again in turn 1. That's in turn 1 where all the action started on the first lap, with Kev Allen spinning into the infield into last place, but did recover already a few positions, aided by a multi-car incident. Apologies for the slightly inarticulate commentary here, and it seems to me that yes, David Emke has lost a couple of positions. He was 9th, now he's 11th. So Scott Davely and Rob Oldham up into 9th and 10th. Jumbo is still running last. Diogo Silva is trying hard again to keep up with Jorge Jesus. Simon Allen is there at the back, top 4. Peter Dale Taylor in 5th. Now we are on lap 4. This is a slightly shorter race, so we are approaching the midpoint already, and Darren Head has 3.5 seconds. The top 4 are checking out from everyone else. Ooh, Jorge Jesus runs wide there slightly. He's still under pressure from Diogo, but Diogo, well, will have to make a move in the next couple of laps. He seems to be losing a bit of ground now. And well, let's see how these cars are going to go in this beautiful circuit. Peter Adrian in 6th place, under pressure from Kev Allen, and John Scott doing a great job there after a poor start. Look at this, Peter Adrian runs wide there. No, this is Dale Taylor, sorry, Dale Taylor is in under pressure from Peter Adrian, and then it's Kev Allen. I apologize again, the same livery continues to confuse me. Dale Taylor not having the greatest of races. He was in 2nd place until recently, and now he's under severe pressure from Peter Adrian, who is doing a very good job indeed. Even after that incident with Simon Allen, he is in 6th spot, adapting well to this combo, and now putting some pressure because he wants a top 5 position, and definitely Dale Taylor is the driver that he has to overtake to get there. Now, not very easy to overtake cleanly with this car. You're most likely to rely on a mistake or a problem by the driver in front of you. And Peter Adrian himself has to... Oh, and Kev Allen hits the wall. Kev Allen hits the wall. But, oh, and Dale Taylor is in the grass. Look at this. Kev Allen is going to go two cars in one corner. And that was a good move by Kev. Up into 5th place. Nicely done. He was last at the end of the 1st lap. And now Dale Taylor continues to move backwards. He did not spin, but he went to an off-track excursion into the grass. Now he's trying to recover 6th place from Peter Adrian. It seems to me that he's going to get the job done. Ooh, everyone braking very late. That pit. Oh, Dale Taylor spins. Dale Taylor spins again. And this is a few moments ago. Diogo Silva, what's going on here? And ooh, Diogo is in his Joker lap and actually overtakes Jorge Jesus shortly. This is going to be disallowed. Yes, it is, because Diogo Silva has to give the position back, but now he actually, well, avoids a penalty, but, well, I'm not sure he avoided the penalty, because we do not have visibility about time penalties in this race, but he certainly, well, he didn't mean to cut the corner, but it's the breaking point. Oh, no, he's missing another breaking point, and now, oh, Diogo Silva in 3rd place spins. It's a quick spin. He's back in action, but now on lap 6, does he have the time to challenge for 2nd place or not? And Jorge Jesus is having, well, look at George's pace, 1:26.0, 1.3 seconds faster than leader Darren Head, and the battle for the lead is not over, because all of a sudden Jorge Jesus is around 2 seconds behind Darren Head. Completion of lap 6, lap 7, so 4 laps to go. Oh, there's a nose cone that Darren Head has just thrown into space. Top 4, Diogo Silva now many car lengths behind Jorge Jesus, and actually Simon Allen is very close to him. In fact, he's 2 seconds behind, so Simon could be battling for the podium here. But what a round for Darren Head. Is going to, well, he's heading for a double victory, which clearly puts him back into contention at this point in the summer 2022 season. Darren Head is not having the perfect season he had last time, but certainly remains very competitive, and unless Jorge Jesus has some surprise for us here today at Indianapolis, Darren Head is looking very good for the win. Look at this, Kev Allen, nicely done, recovering to 5th place. 6th is Peter Adrian. Dale Taylor now in 7th. And Dale has lost a couple of seconds after that spin in turn 1, trying to recover Peter's 6th place. 8th is John Scott. 9th is Scott Davely. Nicely done. Scott is recovering as much as he can, really. 10th is Rob Oldham. Certainly a better race for Rob than race 1, and a bit more experience with this car is proving to be helpful. and 11th is David Emge, and 12th is Jumbo. I wonder, well, what happened to Jumbo? He was pretty much in 6th place. At one point he was battling with Simon Allen, who's now in 4th. So Jumbo really now lacking a little bit the pace at this stage in the race. He is 4 seconds behind David Emge, but I'm not sure he's got the time to recover. We are already on lap 8, so it's Simon Allen is in the grass and this car does not behave. Nicely done there by Simon Allen. Almost looks like Dirt Rally 3.0 or whatever version we currently have. Not the fastest way to go around that corner with an IMSA GTP car or GTO car. So Simon Allen, who was challenging for a podium, now life is a little bit more complicated for Simon Allen, and in fact he may have to think about Kev. Well, not really, because he's got 8 seconds gap over Kev in 5th place, so seems to me that positions are stabilizing now. 8 laps almost complete, and Jumbo, here he is. He's still on the lead lap, 52 seconds behind the leader, and he's getting into David's back. Let's see how this is going to go, because well, Jumbo seems to me has more pace at this point, 127.9. That's a good time around here. Not much slower than the leaders, but he's got to find a way around David. We'll keep an eye on that battle. Scott Davely is recovering as much as he can, and that involves challenging a late challenge for 8th place from 9. Scott was doing very well until that incident, I believe on lap 3, made him lose a little bit of time. John Scott in 8th, Scott Davely in 9th, and again John Scott and Scott Davely very close to one another. Look at this, this is the battle we were talking about with David Emge. Now here comes Jumbo on the inside. David is having none of it, and he's going to go on the inside into the next corner, but Jumbo is going to go around the outside. Oh, they touch, and I believe Jumbo was already spinning before the contact anyway. Net the result. Oh, and David is going to let him through. Is he? That's good to see, although I'm not entirely sure that, well, I'm not sure we'll have a replay of that, but it seemed to me that Jumbo was already rotating before David made contact with him. Anyway, these two are still together, lap 9 already, and when this battle is actually causing them to lose a lot of time, and leader Darren Head, we saw him there at the back, but Jumbo is up into 11th place now. Oh no, he isn't, because he's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it, and here comes David Emge and goes through, and the Jumbo is in the gravel trap. Jumbo is in the gravel trap, and here comes leader Darren Heads. He's going to put him a lap down. John Scott has been overtaken by Scott Davely. Something happened to someone there, and that someone was Dale Taylor. Dale is going backwards in this race. He is not enjoying this combo at all. He's down into 9th place. He's lost a lot of time. He's under pressure from Rob Oldham, and Scott Davely has also found a way around John Scott. So Scott Davely up into 7th in the closing stages. This is good stuff from the American driver, whose consistency and pace is proving to be vital here to get a few places in the last few laps. Here comes Darren Head. He's already in the last lap, and he's going to win. It's going to be a perfect round for Darren, as he is going to take the checkered flag in this shortened race here at Indianapolis Road Course. Darren Head is coming to take the checkered flag, and he wins in Indy. He takes both victories in this round. Round 8. Second is going to be Jorge Jesus. Third is going to be a podium for championship leader Diogo Silva. That's still in the lead. Fourth of the point standings. Fourth is going to be Simon Allen. Fifth is going to be Kev Allen. Nicely done by Kev as well. Good race after problems at the start. Sixth is going to be Peter Agent. Another strong performance from Peter here at Indianapolis. Seventh is going to be Scott Davely. 8th is going to be John Scott. Oh, and Dale Taylor has lost 9th place. Dale Taylor not enjoying this combo at all. He still secures a place in the top 10, but in 10th place, that's not what we expected from Dale this weekend at all. There is Rob Oldham in 9th, Dale Taylor in 10th, and David Emge is going to be 11th. In fact, everyone finished on the lead lap. Here's Dale Taylor, Dale completing the race as well. 11th is going to be David Emge, and 12th is going to be Jumbo. Jumbo, well, that gravel trap wasn't super helpful to his ambitions to finish 11th, so he does finish last on the road this time around. David Emge in 11th spot, completing the race, taking the checkered flag. And that is it from round 8. There is the confirmation of the result, no penalties. And Darren Head, George Jesus and Diogo Silva are your podium. Thank you for watching round 8. We shall see you in round 9.